Hello. Welcome to my first tutorial on my channel. Today I'm going to be walking you through the steps of applying makeup. So stay tuned. I'm prepping my face right now. My face is already cleansed because the secret to a very good skincare and makeup is having a very good skincare regimen. So I already washed my face with a Mary Kay 4-in-1 cleanser, and I'm going to apply the foundation primer right now. This is the foundation primer, and I'm putting that on. So the foundation primer is prepping my face. It actually makes the foundation stay on. It glides on very well, and it stays on matte all day. So I'm prepping my face with a primer. Remember, my face is already clean. All right, so the next thing to do is a setting spray. So I'm going to be using the Mary Kay finishing spray to set my face. All right, this is gonna like set it, and I'm ready to apply my my makeup. The very first thing and the secret to a very good makeup is to have a very good eyebrows. Your eyebrow, it tells on your makeup. If your eyebrow is nicely done, the makeup is gonna come out very good. So I'm gonna show you how to draw your brows. The first thing is, because I have oily skin, so I'm gonna put a translucent Mary Kay translucent powder. I have this translucent powder, and I will apply it to my brows to make it matte and nice and dry. I'm applying the Mary Kay translucent powder to my brows before I draw the brows. And this, like I said, is gonna make my face it will make my brow very nice, and it's not gonna shift. The brow pencil will remain where it is. Okay, so I'm going to comb I will comb up my brows right now, because I want it to be well shaped. So I'm brushing on my brows. All right, so the secret to brow is that don't stress yourself. You keep on practicing. The brows they are not twins, they are sisters or cousins. They will never look exactly the same. So just watch. I'm going to be drawing the brow. So I'm holding on to my skin, and I'll go like this. Okay, all right, so I'm just trying to sketch my brow. So sketching, I'm going to outline the brow, and I will fill it in again with a pencil. All right, so I'm just going to stroke it very gently. I don't want it to be too heavy or too dark. I'm filling in the brows because I don't really have a thick brow, so I have to fill in the brow, and as I'm filling in the brow, I have to brush it to make sure that it comes out natural and nice. Okay, so I think I need to fill it in a little bit more. So you see how I'm doing it, just gently stroking it, and finish. The brow must not be, it has to go like this. You put your pencil like this, it must not go past where your nose, the outer nose, like this, and this right here, your inner nose. So I'm just I'm filling in the brow, and I will comb the brow. I will brush it out. Okay, I will brush it out. I want to make it look natural as much as I can. All right, so now I've done this side of my brow. I'll go to this side of my brow. All right, so I'm holding on to my skin, and I will draw the brow. Like I said, the brow will never be the same. They can be sisters or cousins, but they will not be twins. Can you all see me very well? Okay. All right, so I'm just filling in the brows. I don't want it to be too thick. I'm making it very natural, like I told you. So I will use a concealer to like make it nice and smooth. Okay, so if you notice the inner part of my brow, I make it very light. I don't want to make it so thick, so it doesn't look all artificial. I want to make it look as much as it can to be natural. Okay. All right, so I already I brushed it, and the next thing for me to do right now is to outline it with the concealer as much as it can to be natural. Okay. All right, so I already I brushed it, and the next thing for me to do right now is to outline it with the concealer. So I'm gonna be using my Mary Kay concealer. It's very good, the light bronze. I will use it to shape up my brows. Okay. So I always use a lighter concealer to shape the inner brow, and the top will be my shade, the shade of my foundation. All right. So I'm just trying to like apply concealer on. Sorry, I have to use my mirror right now so that I can see what I'm doing. So I'm trying to. So I'm bringing the concealer down to blend it down. Okay. I'm gonna use a clean brush to clean up the concealer. All right, so I don't think I have enough concealer, so I'm putting a little bit more concealer into my brush, and then I will go back and clean up my brows. So, like, I'm just cleaning in my brow, cleaning under my brow, and I'm bringing down the concealer. It's gonna be like a primer for my eyeshadow. I'm bringing it down to my brows, and it's gonna make my eyeshadow pop. All right, so now I'm going to clean up my brow with a clean brush. So when I clean it up, I'm blending in the concealer as I clean. After cleaning under the brow, I have to clean to go to the top and use the foundation or my shade, foundation of my shade, so as to make it look natural. I'm just gonna show you tutorial on a very subtle natural look. It's not gonna be anything dramatic. It can be everyday makeup. Okay, so just for you to understand how to apply makeup by yourself. All right, so I use my foundation. I'm using that right now to carve up the top of my brow. I'm sorry I don't really talk when I'm doing the brows because it's I'm cleaning up my brows. All right, so can you see? I'm just doing the top. So now I go like this. I'm just trying to make it look natural as much as I can. So the brow is you have to pay attention to the brow. Like I said, if your brow is not good, the entire makeup will not come out good. So you should try as much as possible to make sure that the brows come out good. So now I'm just gonna use a clean brush. I'll use a clean brush to like clean out the concealer and foundation. Okay, so I spent time on making sure that the brow come out very good. So right now I'll go to applying my foundation. Okay, so I'm gonna apply my foundation right now with my foundation brush, and I'm using the Mary Kay foundation of my shade. Okay, so it's very important to apply the foundation in a very regular way. So I'm gonna bring it from top to bottom. I'm not gonna go so much under my eye because I will put some concealer to highlight my eye. So now I make everything come down and I go like this. I go like this. Face. I'll apply the foundation. I'm applying the foundation to the other side so that everything can blend in very well. So you see how I'm doing it? I'm bringing it from top to bottom. So I'll try to go up to my forehead to blend it to my forehead too. Everything got to blend in very well. So I'll use the other brush to dab. I'm patting the foundation in. So the foundation, I'm trying to like bring it down to my neck, patting it in. I hope you can see very well. So patting the foundation in. It's very important. Don't sweep. I'm not sweeping because I want the foundation to remain where it is. So I'm just trying to do this. Okay. I will still use a beauty blender to like make sure that everything blends very well. Okay. I'm using the beauty blender to like blend my foundation. Okay, so I'm just gonna use the wipe to wipe a little bit on my forehead. I think I put some. I mistakenly applied it to my hair, so very good. So I took it out and I'm using the beauty blender. Blend, 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 blend. I'm blending, I'm blending, I'm blending. Okay, so now the next thing to do is to highlight my under my eye. I want my makeup to pop, so you're gonna see the transformation in a minute. I will apply the concealer under my eye, and once I do that, it pops my eye. So and it highlights it. So I'm going back to my concealer. It's right here, and that's Mary Kay Bronze 1 light bronze. So I'll go like this. I go like this. So I will blend this concealer under my eye. I'm putting this to slim down my nose. Okay. And I will highlight my forehead. So right now the next thing is to blend. The very secret to a good makeup is blending. I have to keep blending and blending and make sure that it's well blended. Okay, so permit me to use my mirror. I'm blending. I'm blending, I'm blending, I'm blending. So I'll come back with my beauty blender to go into this side of my face. Okay, so I'm blending this. Remember, see, I'm trying to blend from the bottom. All right, I'm trying to avoid harsh lines. So I'm blending it gradually until I get to the top. And I'm bringing it out, in and out, and come just to make sure that it's well blended. There should be no lines. Trying to blend it. All right. All right, so I blended with a brush, so I'm going with my beauty blender to blend very well. Okay. I'm blending, I'm blending. I'm trying to avoid harsh line as much as I can. When you have your makeup on, there should be no lines. Everything has to be well blended. So that's why take your time to blend. You cannot over blend. So right now, I think I blended it out. So I will use a powder, a setting powder to set my highlight. So it's gonna make it set and stay where it is. So where's my powder? 1 second. setting powder. Okay, so this is a setting powder. I'm gonna use this to set under my eye. So I'm putting the setting powder to make sure that the highlight stays where it's supposed to be. Okay, so I'm using the Mary Kay translucent powder to set my face, all the highlights. Okay. If you notice, everywhere I put the concealer is where I'm putting the setting powder. So when it sets it, it makes it stay where it's supposed to be. And it highlights it. So that being said, I will go straight to my my eyeshadow. So now I'm gonna use the eyeshadow to I'm gonna put some color. I'm just gonna put a little bit of color for the first time. I don't want to confuse you. My subsequent video I'll put more colors. So I'm gonna be using a darker color first. So I'll show you how to go about that. So this is my brush, and this is I'll use a darker color, and I'm gonna be coming from the outer crease inward. So I'll go like in a windshield motion. I'll go like this, like that. I will go in and out, in and out. Can you see that? In and out. Okay, so I went from outside and I went inside, and I just went, just swipe it gently, softly. So this eye is done, and I'm going to the next eye. So I'll do the same thing. I'll go from the outer crease, and I'm gonna be moving it in and out, in and out, in and out. Okay, I don't want anything loud, so that's my transition color. So I'm gonna be going to my brows right now. I think I want a blue, so the blue is gonna pop my eye up. So I'll use another brush to apply on my brow, apply some color on my brow. So whenever you pick up, you pick up your color, your eyeshadow with a brush, you go like this, you dust it off. That way you don't have too much build up on your brow. So I'm gonna go like this. So like I told you, I want something very, very easy. So easy to blend and easy to like do. So every day to day look. It doesn't take much time to do this. So you see, I just pat the color into my brow. I didn't make, I didn't use any kind of pressure. So I'm just I applied it gently. So I'm gonna go back to my transition to blend in the darker color that was in before. So I go like this. I'll go back. I'll go back. All right, so everything is well blended. So under my eye, Remember, I had concealer under my eye. I'm going to use a powder. I'll use a powder to set it, so that way you don't see any ash lines. Okay, so I'm going to go use a powder to set my this is my Mary Kay powder. I'll use a powder to set under my brow. And I could also use a translucent powder. It depends, it doesn't matter. So I don't want to mess up my makeup. I hope you can you all see that. Okay, so now the next thing to do is that I would apply my eyeliner. Okay, my brow is done. The colors is perfect. So I would apply the eyeliner to my waterline. Okay, so this right here is very technical. You have to be very careful to make sure that you're putting in the, I'll use a Mary Kay eyeliner. So you will make sure that you pull down your eye. I'm going to use a little brush to pull down. I go like this. I'm not going to go like this. I'm putting it in the waterline, so that way it doesn't run out and mess up my eye. So gently. Some people's eye are very sensitive and they just tear up. So you just have to be gentle. And I like to bring it out a little bit like that. You could tell the difference. The eyeliner, makes a big, huge difference. So you keep applying it from out to all the way in. All right. Okay, so this is done. So I'm going to do the waterline for the second eye. I'll go like this. And I like to, bring out my eyeliner out a little bit. So I go like this. I close my eye and I just draw from outside to inside. Okay, so my eyeliner is done. So I'm good. And the next thing to do right now is I'm going to clean off all the translucent powder. I'm going to clean it off with a regular powder now, because that's a setting part. I was trying to set my highlight. So before I do that, I'm going to do a little contour on my nose and on my cheek. That slims my face. That's the purpose of the contour. So I'll be using my Mary Kay palette, and I have a contour inside of this, and I'll use the dark. Okay, so I will apply that on my cheek and my nose. So I'll go like this. You bring it from here to the top, like that. So the purpose of the contour is to slim your face. All right, is to make your face slimmer. And I go the same thing I did over there, I'm doing to this side. So I'm gonna bring it up to my forehead. So I have a larger forehead, so I will use a contour to make it, conceal it and make it smaller. So that's why I'm doing this. Okay. All right. So I'm still using the contour. All right. Okay, so I use a contour, and that's it for the contour, and I'm gonna use it for my nose. All right, so you see this little brush? I'll go like this, and I bring it up. I'm trying to make my nose longer. I'm slimming down my nose. I hope it's coming out nice. So I'm putting the contour on my nose, and that's about it. I'll bring it down. I'll bring it down. So now I'm going to use a powder to finish up my face. I'll use a powder, and I will clean out the highlight with a powder. All right, so again, I'm going back to my powder. It's right here. So I have a flatter brush to first of all clean under the highlight. So I'll go like this. I'm swiping it gently so I don't mess up what I've already set. I'm swiping it gently. Gently. So I gently go to my forehead and do the same thing. My chin. So I'm gonna switch my brush right now for the entire face, all over. So now I'm gonna put this, put some powder here, and I'm gonna use this all over. Okay, so I'll go all over my face like this. My forehead, my face. I'll bring it down to my neck because, like I told you, unless you have a like white shirt on, you don't want to like mess up your color. So, but if you don't, if you have a shirt that has no color, so you can bring down your makeup so your neck has to blend with your face. So that's what I'm doing right now. So everything is nice and smooth. Okay, so what I'm going to do right now, I need a little bit of highlight. And where am I going to highlight? I would highlight my nose and my cheek. Then after that, I will use a cheek color. Okay, I blended in all my powder and everything. All right, so before I do that, I don't want to forget the mascara. So the mascara is here and it's very good. It will bring out my lashes. Okay, the mascara will make the lashes come out, and it's very good. This Panorama mascara is good. So I go like this, and instantly you can tell I'm using the mascara. Can you see the difference? I'll do the same thing to the other eye. So the mascara is pulling out my lashes. Some people are very sensitive, and you know they tear when they're using the mascara at the bottom of their eye. I'm gonna use a mascara to bring out my little under my, yeah, on my waterline. Okay, so I already I applied the mascara. Okay, so I'm ready and I'm good to go. All right, so the lip is always the last thing to do. Before I started my makeup, I already used a lip balm to get rid of any dryness or, you know, crack or whatever. So right now I'm going to use the highlight on my nose and my cheek. So I'm going back to my palette. All right, so I'm gonna highlight my cheek now. So getting the highlight done. So I'm using one of this. So I'm highlighting my cheek. You go like that, okay? So you go like that to highlight the cheek, and I'll go to the second one. Okay, so it depends on you. If you want it to be really like loud, you go back and put more, and if you want it to be like natural, like subtle, if you need a subtle natural look, you don't need that much. So I'm putting it on top of my nose right now. Okay, and I go like this. So remember, my forehead, everywhere that I use a concealer to highlight, I'll go back and put my little highlight. And my chin. Okay. So now I'm going to use a bronzing powder to finish up my makeup. All right, everything has to be blended in. Like I said, you don't want to be seeing any kind of lines anywhere. So I will use the bronzing powder to finish up, and before then I have my cheek color right here. Sorry, I almost forgot the cheek color. So I like the cherry cheek color. So I'm just gonna put I'll smile like this. So I just applied my cheek color. I'll do the same thing to the other cheek. Okay. Okay. And that's it for the cheek color. So what I have to do right now is to use my bronzing powder. So I have a bronzing powder right here. It has a lot of pearls. I've been using it for like several years. I'm old school. I love it. It works for me. So I'm gonna use the bronzing powder to finish up my makeup now. I'm using the bronzing powder. Remember, when you pick up powder, you dust off your brush when you go like this, so you don't have any like residue on your face. So I'm trying to create a very natural look. I don't want it to be too loud, and I want something well blended. So I think I've blended it very well. So right now I'll use a finishing spray. And the finishing spray is gonna finish up my makeup, and after that I will do my my lips. So I'll go like this. This is the finishing spray. I'll go like this. I don't make it too close to me. I go like that. Okay, so I sprayed it. It's gonna make my makeup stay the way it is. So I'm gonna go back into I'll use my brush, and I will just pat, you understand? So sorry, I'll use the flatter brush. I want my stuff to stay where it is, so I go back and I just use a brush to make sure that everything stays where it's supposed to be. Okay, and that's about it for, you know, step to step makeup, everyday look. So I'll do my lips right now. I'm just gonna quickly outline my lips. With a lip liner. Okay. All right, so I already outlined my lip. I'll smack a little bit. So I'll finish up my lip with a lipstick. So I love this Mary Kay. It's like a little bit pink. It's called paparazzi pink. So I love pink. So I'll use a little bit of the pink on my lips. And this is how to apply your lipstick. You go like that. All right. So this is the finished look of how, a day-to-day makeup, comes out to be. So I hope you learned one or two things from my video today. So I will be coming back again. So I see that the lipstick, I have a lip brush right here. So I'll go and okay. So the lipstick is looking all nice. So this is the finished look. If you need a copy of this video, I could always send it to you. And it's going to be posted on my channel, on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.